What's up guys, Zami here, and you're watching Heavy Metal Pomp. Today I've got another pomade review for you. We're gonna take a break from reviewing Malaysian products and have a look at something that was made locally. This Singaporean brand is none other than Ziggy Supply. Previously we had a look at their clay Singer Pomade, but for today we're gonna look at one of their latest products. For today we've got Ziggy Supply Temasek Pomade. This is an unorthodox water-based pomade with a firm hold, and just like Singer Pomade, this is homebrewed in Singapore. And of course I want to thank Martin for sending me this. Thanks man. But without further ado, we're gonna take a closer look at the jar right now. And here we have Ziggy Supply's Temasek Pomade. Comes in a 3.5 ounce plastic tub, has these brown labels with a new rendition of the Dapper Lion on it. You get the product name on the lid, same on the side. You get some ingredients on one side, and some extra information as well. And even though mine comes in a plastic jar, you can also get these in glass jars. And if you open it up, you get this light brown cream with some beads in it. Now the scent is described as a spiced vanilla. And initially when I first got it, it smelled a lot like Singer Pomade to me. But once you start using it, you can definitely tell that it's a different scent. It is a pretty sweet scent. It smells a lot like a chocolate vanilla to me, and I like it a lot. Now scooping it out, comes out like absolutely nothing. Like a thick cream. The consistency of the product is almost like a cake batter. Breaking down the pomade, like nothing. Feels really thick. And one thing to note when you're breaking it down is that there's this little beads and grates in the pomade. And what that is actually cinnamon powder. Martin told me that cinnamon powder actually has a few benefits for your scalp, such as exfoliating the scalp and to promote hair growth. I think that's pretty cool, and once it goes into your hair, you're not gonna feel the beads anymore. So anyways, applying into your hair, goes in pretty easily, has a tiny bit of tugging and pulling, but nothing discomforting at all. And because the application is already so easy, I usually apply into dry hair. I also find that it helps to maximize the amount of hold that I get. But if you still find that discomforting, just apply into damp hair. You can definitely smell the scent when you're applying it into your hair. It is a pretty prominent scent as well, and I do find that it lasts a pretty good portion of the day. And as for the shine, it's definitely got a low to matte shine. Just looking it back, goes through pretty easily, has a small bit of resistance. It's not a very sticky pomade. It's got what I like to call a dry slickness. Still really easy to comb, but you can feel that it's got more of a drier consistency to it. I'm gonna style my hair now. Talk to you again in a bit. And I think I'm just gonna call that done. So as you can tell, I'm getting a good amount of height. My sides are holding down alright. This pomade doesn't have the best slickness, so I'm already getting a couple of strays and I can feel my cowlick fighting me. Definitely has a low to matte shine, and the scent's present. So let's talk more about Temasek Pomade. Now as a brand, Ziggy Supply has come a long way from when they started out. They started out by selling more white label products like gel pomades and typical matte clays. But when they started to brew their own products, that's when they hit their stride. And previously, most of their products were catered towards more texturized hairstyles, products like clays and waxes. So when they put out a pomade, I was really excited to try it out. And it's safe to say that Temasek Pomade is actually pretty good. As you saw earlier on, the application is pretty much effortless, scoops out really creamy, breaks down like nothing, and goes into your hair really easily. I also like the cinnamon powder in the pomade because it gives it a more unique quality to it. Styling with the pomade is also pretty decent. It's really easy to get height and volume, as you can tell, and the scent's really pleasant as well. Now my main drawback with the pomade is that it gets a little bit too dry for my liking. I feel that the product is not slick enough for me to keep my hairs together. And secondly, it gets a little bit too lightweight for me. I would prefer if the product had a little bit more density to it. But overall, Temasek Pomade is a pretty good product. Now washing it out, I'd say about 1 to 2 showers with shampoo should get everything out. The build-up you get with this isn't too bad either, and it's not too overwhelming. So anyways, final verdict on Ziggy Supply Temasek Pomade. I give it a 3.5 out of 5. It's definitely a good pomade. I really like the application and styling process with it. Has a good scent and overall just performs really well in Asian weather. I do find that it's a little bit too dry and lightweight for me, but if you're used to using clays and waxes and you want to start using pomades, then this might be something you want to look into. It's a pretty versatile product if you want to go for a cleaner look or something more looser. And as per usual, more details on the blog, link down below. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Hope you liked the review. Do leave a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel right here, or you can check out my last video right here. I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.